In this video, I'm going to explain the different types of clips in Ableton Live and how we can work with them. As you may already know, we have two different types of clips: audio clips and MIDI clips. Audio clips reference a sample file from your computer or external hard drive, whereas a MIDI clip contains MIDI information that tells software instruments and effects what notes to play, what velocities to play, or what commands to be executed. So an audio clip can only be put on an audio track, and a MIDI clip can only be put on a MIDI track. In this case, I've got an audio track with an audio clip on it, and a MIDI track with a MIDI clip on it. I can play these clips by pressing the clip launch button. If I double click on a clip, the clip view is now shown, so I can see all the information stored within that clip. The clip will show me the MIDI information or the reference samples, waveform and warp engine, depending on if it's an audio clip or a MIDI clip. I'll now hit stop on the main transport control, and you can see that although playback has stopped, the clips are still selected as playing. This means if I press play again using the main transport control, the clips will continue to play. I can stop individual tracks from playing by pressing the track stop button, or any of the clip stop buttons below. If I right click, I can remove stop buttons from clip slots altogether. This is extremely useful when arranging in a live situation using scenes. I can also rename and color code individual or multiple clips, just as I did with the tracks in an earlier video. I can also move these clips around and delete them, as well as duplicate or copy. The shortcut to copy is holding the Option key. Now we'll search for some clips that we can incorporate into this set. We can open the browser using the drop down or the shortcut Command Option B. We can then navigate through Places to my sample folder on my hard drive. We can now find a set of drum loops to drop into the set. I can preview the loops by clicking them in the browser with the monitor button turned on. We can double click or drop and drag multiple clips into the session window. We can change whether these files are dropped in vertically or horizontally using the Command key. We can now jump between launching our different clips. Notice that if we already have a clip playing in a track and you launch another clip from the same track, it will stop playback of the first clip to allow you to play the second one. Only one clip can be played at a time in any one given track. Now we'll add a bass line to our drum loop. We can double click the bass line to add it to its own individual audio track. We can also use the scene launch button on the right hand side to launch all the clips in that scene. It's important that you understand that scenes launch everything horizontally. As previously mentioned, this is when removing the stop button will become useful, as it means that the clip will carry on playing even if you move down to the next scene. As I launch different clips, you'll notice that they always stay in time. This is also the case with previewing clips in the browser. Even though the clips are at different BPMs, they'll still stay in time with Ableton's master tempo. This is why Ableton Live is such a powerful DAW, due to its audio warping capabilities, allowing it to always stay in sync. Watch now as I change the master tempo, and all the clips will stay perfectly in time. Also notice that the clips will launch and stop in time to the beat. This is due to the global quantize section at the top of the page. This can be changed to suit your quantize requirements. If I set this to 1 bar, regardless of when I press the launch button, all clips will only launch on the first beat of each bar. We can demonstrate this with the metronome. Scenes and stop buttons are also tied to the global quantization. This can be useful if we want to use Live like a drum pad and launch one-shot clips in a finger drumming style from a device. This quantize function, coupled with its warping function, makes Ableton Live a very powerful workhorse. Clips can be launched in two different ways, as loops or one-shots. Loops will continuously carry on playing, whilst one-shots will stop playing once they've played once through. We can change clips from loops to one-shots and vice versa by going into the clip view and deselecting or selecting loop mode. When we launch a clip, we can tell if it's a loop or one-shot by looking at the track status bar just above the sends. If the clip's a loop, we'll see a pie graph defining where in time the playback is within the loop. The number to the left of this defines the number of times the loop has repeated itself. The number on the right defines the length of the clip in beats. A one-shot has a bar, which shows you the amount of time left in that one-shot clip. Session view is extremely useful for improvising and putting ideas together, as well as generally just jamming around on MIDI controllers by launching and stopping multiple clips. To recap, in this video we've looked at the types of clip, launching and stopping clips, one-shots and loops, and also the global quantization settings.